Hey guys, welcome to the new chapter Rural Development in India. Now, see, before actually starting with the chapter, let us understand what is rural development as such and why there is need for the rural development in India. So, let us start with the chapter. First of all, introduction. See, Indian economy is predominantly a rural economy. All of us know that agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy, which is of course in the village sector or say rural economy. According to 2011 census, whenever the census was conducted in the year 2011, we found that the country's rural population is 83.25 crores, and which is 68.8% of the total population. I hope from these numbers you understand why there is a need for the rural development in country like India. Since the majority of the population resides in villages and the main population is the rural population, and that's why there is urgent need to develop the rural areas. Hence, rural development should be sustainable and inclusive in order to remove poverty or eradicate, alleviate poverty. Now, how this rural development can be achieved? Normally, what happens is whenever we talk about rural development, only one thing prominently comes to our mind, and that is nothing but agriculture. But in reality, it is not so. There are many more aspects to be developed in the rural area when we say the term rural development. So let us see in which all areas rural development has to be done. See, I have drawn a chart, rather a diagram on the board. Just have a look at the diagram so that you will understand it clearly. Rural development, we are going to achieve this development by means of four areas. First, agriculture, we have to focus on agriculture. Then second, we have to focus on village industries. Then we have to focus on the education sector, and finally, very important, service sector. So we are going to see how to develop these four particular areas in order to achieve the rural development. So let us see this one by one. Now, number one, A, agriculture. For developing the agriculture or for upliftment of the agriculture, see what all things to be done. First is mechanization. Instead of doing each and every agricultural activity manually, it is better to mechanize it, to use the machines, more use of machines in the agricultural sector. That means the farm should be cultivated more with the help of machines in order to save the manpower, save the energy. Then second, high yielding seeds. Whatever seeds and fertilizers we are using for the agriculture, the quality of those seeds should be high so that we will get more output from the same area. From the same amount of land, we will be able to get more output. Our farmers would benefit from that. Then third thing is credit and transport. The credit facilities or the loan facilities given to the farmers, that should be easily available, and moreover there should be cheap credit facilities. That means rate of interest should be less so that the farmers can afford to go for the loan, go for the credit. Moreover, transport facilities should be well developed in the rural areas. The road should be road, nice transport facility so that it becomes easier to transport their raw material from their fields to the industry or to the market. Then fourth one is marketing. See, this is also very important aspect, normally neglected, but there should be proper marketing strategy for the sale of the agricultural output so that the farmers would benefit from that. So I repeat, agriculture. For agriculture, main 4 points to be improved and to be looked into. First is mechanization of farms, then high yielding seeds. Also, the good quality fertilizer should be used. Then third, credit and transport facility, and fourth one, marketing. If we look into this matter and if we pay attention to these areas, then but natural our agricultural sector will surely develop from that. Then let us move on to the another sector, point B, village industries. See, for the overall rural development, it is also very important that we pay attention to the modernization of the village industries. Moreover, the industry workers, the labor should be given proper technical training so that even the output from the industries would go up. There will be more output from the industries. And also, again, the marketing should be done in order to sell the products of these industries. See, whenever we say village industries, normally, basically, we mean the small and cottage industries on the large scale. Mainly, we refer to the small and cottage industries when we talk about village industries. So, that should be developed. Those industries should be modernized. Technical training should be given and marketing should be looked into. More marketing strategies. Then comes the next area, that is education. In education also, technical education should be provided, skill education, particular skill education for attaining, for getting good jobs, skill education should be provided. Then also agricultural education should also be provided, and special agricultural universities should be set up in order to provide the agricultural education. So, thus, there is a way by which we may educate, we may give more and more skills to the rural population, to the rural youth, in order to get good employment opportunities. Then, fourth area is services. See, in the service sector, first comes the health, very important. Good health facilities, healthcare facilities should be provided. Then, second, family welfare. By family welfare, mainly we refer to family planning programs in order to keep check on the population growth. Then, third, banking. Nationalized banking system should be developed so that rural folk, rural population gets credit at the cheaper rate of interest, cheap rates, and it would benefit them. Then fourth one, communication facilities, better communication facilities such as good internet facilities, better telephone network, better communication facilities should be provided. So this was the service sector. I repeat in short: agriculture, mechanization, high yielding sales, credit and transport, marketing; village industries, again modernization, technical training, marketing; education, technical, skill and agricultural; services, health, family welfare, banking and communication. So that was about the overall rural development. Now see, what is the occupational structure in general in the rural area? Generally, there are three sectors we may divide. Indian rural area, occupation wise, we may divide in three sectors: agricultural sector, industrial sector. By industrial, we mean mainly small and cottage industries, and the service sector. So that's it for today. This was just a general outline about the rural development in India. I hope it helps. If you like this, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.